Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Fi, and today we're going to be diving into your next 7 days, okay? So what I need for you guys to do is get calm, get relaxed, get into a nice vibe. That way you can be guided by your intuition when looking at the 3 piles that I have before you, okay? Or the 3 options that I have before you. But before we get into that, I do want to say that this felt like because I already recorded the piles. It felt like a collective message, or it felt like a common message in each group, okay, like a common theme. So you guys are getting a collective song, because I feel like this song just is valid for all 3 groups in some way, shape, or form. So that will be in the description box if you want to listen to that song. But yeah, so really just take it for how it resonates. It may not resonate with everybody, but I hope that it reaches the people that it needs to. With that being said, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'll give you a close up. This is pile number 1, the eternal child. Sorry if you heard the card bend. Pile number 2, the stone. And lastly, we have pile number 3, the animal. So once you feel like you know which card is really calling out to you, go ahead and click on that description box down below, and then click on the timestamp for whichever one you feel the most drawn to, and then I will see you at your pile selection. If anything I say today resonates, please support my channel by liking this video, commenting down below, and subscribing to join the family. Make sure you hit that bell when you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I have more content below, so if you want to go ahead and click that description box and check that content out. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello, pile number 1 people, and welcome to your reading. We're going to dive into your next 7 days. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you clicked on it, it was when you were meant to see it. And let's go ahead and dive in. So the eternal child, okay, you chose the eternal child. So I feel like for you guys this week, these next 7 days, I feel like you guys are going to be in a very carefree spirit. I feel like very carefree, very innocent, very playful, very joyful. Happiness like is literally on the horizon for you guys this week. I feel like you just feel a positive energy, and I just heard sun spirit. So it's like you guys are tapped into the energy of the sun, where it's just this vitality, this like bright, this very bright energy, okay? So a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. But I feel like what to watch out for, because this is something that's coming through, is like carelessness and recklessness, okay? Because with that energy of the child, there is the innocence, there is the energy of like kind of like getting into situations maybe not on purpose that you don't want to get into. So just be careful and don't make any reckless decisions, but also be childlike and joyful, which I feel like you guys are going to be. Very happy, very, very happy, or at least very content. And it's like you're on the pursuit of happiness this next 7 days. Okay. Love that. Let's dive into your tarot cards. We have the moon. And like, be careful when it comes to like addictions. Be careful when it comes to like overindulgence in things. Okay, that's something that's significant as well. We have the moon card, and we also have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. Okay. So the moon here is the major arcana. And it's so funny because we have the sun and the moon, okay? Because the sun spirit here and the moon spirit here. So there's this energy of balance. I feel like this week, these next 7 days are extremely important. I feel like you need to have balance these next 7 days. That's why I said, that's why we had to tap into like what to watch out for as well. Because it's like, you know, as much fun as you'll be having, as much joy as you'll be feeling, let's not overindulge. Let's remember to have balance. Let's not drink too much. Let's not party too much. Let's not, do too much. Let's keep it very much so balanced. Knowing when to play, knowing when to work, knowing when to, rest, take a step back. These things are going to be important for these next 7 days for you. Really trusting your intuition. And I feel like you guys are going to be releasing some major fears. Like any fears that were holding you back from being the eternal child is going to be healed this next 7 days. The 3 of Swords in the reverse is you really letting go of some sort of grief that you've been having. Like there's some sort of ending to, like, I feel like a toxic situation or a toxic mental pattern, but I feel like you're really releasing and letting go some sort of darkness. I feel like you're receiving illumination this week on how to let go. And I feel like the focus is coming back towards you, because for some reason I'm getting that maybe you've been focused on something else, and with this Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? And now you're going to be more focused on yourself and caring for yourself. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys have felt like disconnected from spirit for a while now. Like you felt disconnected from your intuition, from spirit. And I feel like that's going to be changing and turning around, okay? I feel like you guys are going to be really releasing that feeling of disconnect from the world, disconnect. There's some sort of separation that you feel. And I feel like pound number 1 people are going to be releasing and letting go of that feeling of separation. Like you are maybe, like you may feel like you're an outsider, or you may feel like, you can't find the right people to connect with, or just for some reason there's this feeling of separation, or this feeling of not being good enough is what I just heard as well. But I feel like these next 7 days, you're working on that, you're healing that. And because of that, you're able to tap into this eternal child energy where you're just like, I'm just going to let go. I feel like this week you're just very much so like, I'm letting go. I'm letting God. I'm not going to focus too much on things that don't concern me. I'm going to really tap into my intuition and tap into my feelings and emotions and just heal what needs to be healed so I can be happy. I feel like that's what you guys' main energy is for these next 7 days. Okay, so let's tap into what to watch out for. We have here spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. So I feel like you guys are really going to be showing up this week in a very powerful way. And I feel like it's going to be important to like stay away from people who kind of give you bad vibes, who give you hater energy, who give you like toxic negative energy. Anyone who kind of brings you down is important that these next 7 days you don't allow them in your aura, in your field, around you at all. You're just staying focused on what really does serve you and focus on positivity is what's important for these next 7 days. We also have here girl fight, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. So there is some energy, or there may be some energy, okay? Because it may be different for all of you guys. Hopefully you can see the cards. Okay, I'm seeing that you cannot, so I'll put this here. And I'll put this here. Apologies for that, okay? Yeah, so there is this energy of like toxicity. Like there's something or someone that wants to bring you down. It doesn't really have to be outside of yourself. It could also be yourself, like these thoughts that you have that want to like kind of bring you down, or maybe you're having nightmares or things like that and it's kind of bringing you down. But there's something like that, and I feel like Spirit is saying that this week is so important for you to stay strong. It's so important for you to kind of stay in your positive vibe. Yeah, and I feel like that has to do with a manifestation that wants to come through for you. So it's like it's important that you kind of just let go of the toxic negative vibe, so that way you can really manifest what is right for you. Okay, and anybody who's showing up in your life presenting this toxic negative energy of wanting to fight, argue, and stuff like that, you're being guided to steer clear away from them or whatever. And I also feel like you'll see those who carry that energy. So there is that. Okay, let's get your final card. We have Moon Magic Transformation. Okay, Moon Magic Transformation. This is what I feel like you guys are going through, and I feel like that's why it may be like a little bit of a weird time or a weird energy for you guys. Okay, where you're like, what's happening? Like, I don't know left from right at the moment. Hold on, I'm getting some more cards for you guys. One more card out of this deck. But with transformation, I feel like we kind of like, if you didn't understand the reading, you're definitely going through a transformation where you're releasing and letting go, and that's pretty much what transformation is about. Releasing, letting go of just toxic behaviors, things like that, things that were stopping you and blocking you from manifesting what you truly desire. You're finally releasing that and letting that go and having this massive transformation in these next 7 days, okay? Truth, yeah. We have moon rising and truth. So I do feel like there's this truth that's coming up for you. Like there's like it's like the hidden truths, things that you didn't want to take a look at with the moon card, things that you didn't want to take a look at, things that you didn't really want to see about yourself or about the people around you are going to be coming up within these next 7 days. So that's also tapping into this sun spirit energy where it's like you're shining so bright in these next 7 days where things like everything around you is illuminated. So if people are hating on you because you're shining so bright, pound number one, you're going to see that. You're going to see that truth and recognize that truth. And then you're going to want to steer clear from them because you see that they don't appreciate your energy. Okay. And I feel like if it's in regards to yourself and, feelings that you may have been keeping hidden or not paying attention to, you're tapping into the sun spirit. So you're going to be able to feel those, heal those, and recognize the things that you may need to transform out of and let go of. Okay. So basically that's what I'm getting. Like you guys are letting go, you guys are healing, you guys are stepping into a more brighter time period for yourself. So just be careful of the haters, and that's just about it for you guys. Group number one, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big fat like, comment down below, and subscribe to join the family. I would love to have you. And I'm going to move on to group number two. Hello and welcome, pal number two. This will be your reading. Remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you clicked on it, it's when you were meant to see it. Let's go ahead and dive into your next 7 days, okay? So we have here the stone card for you, and this is the card that you chose. Okay, you chose the stone card. So I feel like it's super significant for you guys to stay grounded this week. I feel like it's two spectrums. Some of you guys may be feeling very weighted, very like heavy this week, where it just feels like, maybe sluggish, like, very sluggish, like, like, oh my God, I have to get out of bed. This, like that type of energy, like just not really feeling it this week. For others, you are feeling very grounded, very present, very connected to the earth. But I feel like overall, it's important this week that you stay connected into the earth, okay? You try to stay grounded as much as you can this week so you don't feel that sluggish, that weighted energy, feeling tied down, feeling stuck, okay? If you don't want to feel that energy for these next 7 days, I suggest grounding yourself, going out in nature, connecting with crystals and stones, meditating, sitting in silence, things like that is going to help you this week. Or you just may even feel called to doing things like that this week, okay? Let's go ahead and dive into your tarot cards. We have the Six of Wands, which is beautiful. And we also have the Knight of Cups. And I just heard new opportunity. There's going to be a new opportunity this week. The Empress. Wow. Yeah. So I feel like this is a really good week for you guys overall. I feel like this is a very creative week. Okay, you may feel very fertile, okay? Meaning I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of ideas. There's something that you're cooking up with this Empress card, okay? Like I feel like you feel very in flow this week where you're just like allowing the energy to kind of just flow and go as it may. And because of that, it's like attracting a new opportunity that's coming in. And it could definitely be a romantic opportunity. If you're already taken, shoot, you still may have people trying to flirt with you and get you back and want a little taste of your energy again. So just be mindful of that. I feel like you're very popular this week for some reason, so you may be getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, people inviting you out to do stuff, things like that, especially with the Six of Wands here. But there's something that you're kind of overcoming this week with the Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Empress. There's something you're overcoming this week. I feel like you're coming up on top this week in regards to some area in your life. And I just heard like heavy is the head that wears the crown. Is that the saying? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's what I just heard. So it's like that's where you may feel that weighted energy, right? Where you feel kind of like tied down, stuck, or just like heavy, like sluggish, like because it's like I feel like there's maybe a lot of people tapped into your energy, or a lot of people that want your attention for some reason. Um and that may just kind of overwhelm you a little bit if you let it. So just, keep on trucking. Just like don't let it phase you. Try to stay grounded as much as you can. Like look how much earthly things. I'm looking at these mountains, and then she's surrounded and covered with these flowers. It's just like important that you stay grounded. That keeps coming through. But with the peacocks here, yes, it's definitely your time to shine, your time to be seen, your time to be heard, your time to vocalize what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you want to build, or even just begin building, especially with this Empress card. I feel like there's something that you can create that will be very beneficial to you. I feel like if you've been worried about like finances or something like that, because that's coming through, if you've been worried about like finances, I feel like they're going to improve, especially with this Empress card here. There's like this abundance energy, okay? Like this energy of you having more than enough, okay? I feel like you're very safe, secure, and stable this week. Just know that. Have that energy within you. Like, don't worry. For some reason, I'm just like getting the energy to tell you, don't worry. All is well, all is connected. And yeah, let's dive into your. Actually, we'll dive into your next set of cards. Right here we have romantic, love affair, sex fix, secret lover. Okay. And then we also have want you back. So this is what to watch out for this week. Okay, so again, I feel like there's this energy here of people wanting your attention, okay? I do feel like I said, there's some sort of, for some of you guys, you are receiving a romantic offer this week, okay? And for others, it's just an opportunity in somewhere in your life. Like somewhere in your life, you're receiving some sort of opportunity. But for others, this is a romantic opportunity. This is a romantic love affair, okay? For some, we have secret lover here. So hopefully it's not a third party situation where, you know, I don't. Here's the thing. For some of you guys, I'm getting this message of an ex wanting you back, because wants you back, meaning they already had you, right? So for some of you guys, you're already in a different relationship, and your ex is coming through like, "Hey, I want to be back with you." And I feel like you're just, because they see how like attractive you are, they see how like blessed you are, they see you're glowing up, you're amazing, you're really shining these next 7 days. And I feel like there's people that want to come back into your life that lost the opportunity to be around you this week. And I feel like what to watch out for is these people, and not really allowing them to entrap you into anything that you don't really want to be in. Okay. Yeah, like don't get caught up in the haze, especially like the sexual haze. Like especially if this is someone who you may have had a lot of sexual attraction to or whatever in the past. It just don't get caught up in it, because I don't feel like it's worth it, especially if it's coming out as what to watch out for, meaning maybe what to avoid. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into your other cards. Your final cards. We have focus. And this is exactly what I'm trying to tell you to do. Focus. Focus, okay? Our spirit is trying to tell you to do, okay? Focus. I feel like it's extremely important in these next 7 days that you're focused in on what it is that you want to build, what it is that you want to create, what it is you want your reality to be like. And and creating that. That should be your focus this week. And we have here Moonrise Cleanse. Okay. So I do feel like you guys are maybe getting this contact from someone that you don't really want to be connected with anymore, because it's time to kind of release or maybe get some type of closure, release, let go. That doesn't mean you have to talk to them. You don't have to talk to them. But I feel like some of you guys may feel closure from the fact that they want to talk to you again, or they want to connect with you again, because maybe I feel like the way that they left things kind of made you feel like you're not good enough or something's wrong with you. And the fact that they want to come back to you shows that it wasn't even you, it's just them that's messed up. That's just for somebody. I don't think that's going to resonate for everybody, like this situation with his ex wanting you back. For others, again, for others, I do feel like there is like a new romantic situation that's coming in, and I would suggest to just take things very slowly with this person. Um, what else in regards to like cleansing? Let's see. Sorry if you heard that. I was tapping my hand. Let's see. Yeah, I do feel like there's this, because we have this square here and we have this triangle. And triangles to me mean like connectedness to source, connectedness to the creator. And I feel like squares to me means like opposition. Okay. So I feel like there's so many, and then we have the circle. So I feel like there's some sort of, it's like the Empress, the Six of Wands, this level of success, this level of people really attracted to you, just really feeling at your best, is the most, it's where you want to be. Okay, it's where you want to be. And I feel like you guys may have that's after this level of completion, okay, with the circle, like things coming full circle, you finally being we're in a spot where you feel comfortable in, or where you feel content with, okay, where you feel like you're about to reach or reaching the level of success that you deserve. But around this feeling of completion, this feeling of accomplishment, is the square. So I feel like you guys are releasing or cleansing this square energy that may be around you. So I do feel like it's a good week for you these next 7 days. But I also feel like the things, like the environment, the things that are around you may try to impact you. And I feel like that's where there may need to be a cleanse, okay? That's where there may need to be a release, and you coming back to connecting with your mind, body, soul, and spirit, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So you may be called to like slow down this week, just a little bit, and just focus in on what's truly important to you. All right, but it's a pretty good week for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and dive into group number 3. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and dive into your reading. Remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you see it is when you are meant to. Let's dive in. So you chose the animal, okay? So I feel like these next 7 days is extremely important to really kind of like I feel like you're seeing things in a new light. Okay, you're seeing things in a new light. I feel like you're very alive, or you feel very alive, like your senses your senses are very heightened, okay? Very heightened, very sensitive these next 7 days. Like okay, and now I'm hearing a song in my head, Lord Jesus. I think it's by Ellie Goldwyn. If that's how you Golding or Goldwyn, I don't know how to, yeah. I don't remember what her last name was. But yeah, you're feeling things on a very deep level this week. And I feel like it's important that you don't kind of like lash out at anyone, or like let your emotions get the best of you, because you're very sensitive this week. Like you're really seeing things in a new light this week. So yeah, like very tapped in. Your instincts, your intuition is very heightened. Like you're very tapped in this week. Psychic abilities are very tapped in this week, these next 7 days. Very tapped into the moon energy as well. So it's very important that pile number 3 really just kind of takes care of themselves, and uh one day at a time. Take it slow. One day at a time is the energy that I'm getting. Let's see what we have for your tarot card. So we have here the 5 of Cups for your tarot card, your first tarot card. Jeez. It's early morning, guys. Excuse my slow brain. We have the Fool, 5 of Cups, the Fool, and the 10 of Wands. Yeah, see, it's like you're very sensitive this next 7 days, so just be careful not to take on emotions and energies that don't belong to you, okay? Because I feel like you're moving into this energy of the Fool where there's this fresh start, okay? Or even, you may even feel it in these next 7 days. Like you feel very alive. Like you feel very like connected to the universe, connected to the animals, connected to just everything. Like you feel very tapped in, okay, with this Fool card. But I also feel like a part of being tapped in is also picking up on other people's energies and picking up on energies that are maybe like low vibrational. So it's like you have to kind of be careful, because we have the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. Be careful not to be too enveloped into your emotions and your feelings and letting them weigh down on you, because when you do that, you can get body ailments. Like you can have pain in the body, you can have pain in the freaking physical that manifests. So just being careful in regards to like not holding on to emotions and energies that don't serve you this week is extremely important, because there's this beautiful like new beginning, fresh start energy that wants to come in for you. So like don't block your blessings by focusing on what doesn't serve you is the main message here for pile number 3. Okay, let's dive even deeper. We have in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. Okay. So this week is extremely important to not overthink. This is what to watch out for. Don't overthink anything that happens in these next 7 days. Don't overthink it. Just, go with the flow, free flowing energy. Know that you're protected. Don't even worry about it. Like, just don't even worry about it. Because I feel like that overthinking, that stress, that overanalyzing is going to cause this 10 of Wands energy. And you don't want the 10 of Wands energy. You really don't, because it doesn't serve you. It just makes life a lot harder. So just chill. Next, we have rejected. Okay. So you may, nobody wants to hear that, but I'm gonna keep it G, I'm gonna keep it a buck. So you may get rejected this week, okay? There may be something that doesn't work out this week, and it makes you feel kind of like a failure. It makes you feel kind of like very down about yourself, okay? Or this could be somebody else's energy where you rejected them and it causes them to be really in their head, stressed, overthinking. Or you could reject someone and you could be overthinking about the situation and kind of feeling bad about the situation. So again, kind of take it for how it resonates. Many different scenarios of what this could be, but there's some sort of rejection here that's happening in the next 7 days. And someone is very in their head about it, okay? Very in their head about it, very stressed about it, and it's causing them to feel very weighed down, and it's causing them to feel very depressed, or just like there's this hurting, there's this grief type of energy, okay? But I do see and I do feel like you guys are freeing, or whoever energy this is, because but I feel like it's y'all's. But I'm trying to keep the door open. But I feel like whomever may be feeling this weighted down energy, if it is you, if it is another person, is most certainly releasing that, okay? Releasing that and letting that go. Let's dive into your final cards. We have Moon, called Meant to Be. I feel like whatever this rejection is about, Like, it wasn't meant to happen. It was something that was destined and meant to happen. You are being redirected this week, okay? Pound number 3 people, you're being redirected because I feel like the path that you were going to go down may have looked nice to you in your head, or may have, like, in your head felt like it was the right path to go down. But I feel like Spirit, God, Source, Creator has a different plan for you. And I feel like this week it's important that you just kind of like go with the flow. Okay, this didn't work out, whatever the situation happens to be, because it doesn't have to be a person. So this situation didn't work out. It was meant to be. I'm going to let it go and I'm going to move on to something else. Okay? Next up, we have the past. The past. Dark moon, the past. So listen, guys, because it's kind of seeming like a collective message. All right, with pound number 1, 2, and 3, it kind of just all feels like it's all the same. But who knows? Yeah, the past. So you guys may be rejecting and releasing the past this week for sure, especially with the 5 of Cups. Like, the 5 of Cups is really like getting hung up over something that has already happened, something that the past, again, something that has already happened that you cannot change. It's like going over and over in their head, overthinking about something that has already happened that you cannot change. You cannot change the fact that you were rejected in this area or feel rejected in some way. You cannot change what happened in regards to that rejection, but you can change how you feel. You can change how your perspective about it, because changing your perspective leads to changing how you feel about it. Okay, so releasing the past this week is extremely important. But you're very sensitive this week, so very sensitive, very instinctual. Trust that feeling, trust that gut feeling, okay, because it's really guiding you and leading you in the right direction. I feel like the only thing that would lead you off astray is that in the head, overthinking, overanalyzing everything, and just feeling like the world rejects you, or just feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like you're alone when you're not alone. Like, Spirit is around you, the animals are around you and supporting you. Like, there's so much spiritual energy that is supporting you these next 7 days. So just kind of focus on the present as much as you can. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Group number 3. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big fat like, comment down below, and subscribe to join the family. I would love to have you. Make sure when you subscribe, you hit that bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. Also, check out my other content below. And I hope that you come back to see me again. And I am out. Peace.